and the Honorable Minister Dr. Shankar and his Singapore counterpart, Dr. William Balakrishnan, are tasked with looking at these new areas, the 5 pillars, and perhaps 3 to 5 new states. To put in perspective, following the discussions that we have had between the two ministers, a formation of India-Singapore Ministerial Roundtable was set up. 6 ministers from Singapore and 4 ministers from the Indian side are tasked to look at new areas of growth. And I am honored and very, very happy to announce to our Assamese colleagues here that we have identified Assam as one new key area of growth. Sir, Honorable Chief Minister, we have known you since 2022. It is not long in length of relationship, but we feel very, very at home with you. And I don't speak for myself as a diplomat, I speak on behalf of my Singapore businesses who have worked directly with you. The thing that they want me to say to you is that they really find single window 100% effective in Assam because you have always taken time to speak to them, you have always listened to their challenges, and you have always helped them to succeed in Assam, big or small companies. So I have 16-member business delegation with me in these 2 days of discussions that they have had during Advantage Assam. Many of them have found their partners, and many of them have found new investment projects to do in Assam. And they all have one thing to say to me. It is very difficult to catch up with Honorable Chief Minister because you're running at bullet time. It feels that we are running at bullet card speed. I have to catch up with you. And sometimes it's very embarrassing. Your new ideas we have not thought about, and I say, damn, why didn't I think about it? So I just want to use this opportunity to tell the audience, both diplomatic audience who are still considering Assam, and our Assamese businesses here, and many of our foreign businesses who are also here in the audience. To quote Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, A is for Assam, so it's the first choice. Thank you.
Thank you, Excellency, for rooting and cheering Assam, and for making sure that others also do that. Let me bring in His Excellency Delphin, Ambassador of European Union to India, and I know he has to leave early, so I would want to give him the floor to talk about European Union's strategic interest and engagement in the Northeast region and Assam.
Thank you very much. It's okay?
Yes.
No, first of all, really warm congratulations and big thanks to Chief Minister of Assam for this fantastic evening and this wonderful show of support from the diplomatic community, from the business community. And I'm glad that the EU family has joined forces with many of my colleagues from European member states who are here today. What I can say is that the geography, the economic geography and the political geography of Europe and India align very much. We have done our pivot to the east a long time ago. When you look at all the equities that the EU has in terms of trade, foreign direct investment, ODA, and other investments that we do in ASEAN region in the East. We have signed FTAs with countries of ASEAN, with Japan. We have relaunched with Malaysia, and we are in the midst of negotiating one with India. So when we are described as the West, we are very much looking towards the East. Actually, the EU collectively is the largest trading bloc and partner of India in goods.
This is Prime Time, and you're watching Evening Prime.
Nagaland Super League, January 28th to March 31st, Nagaland's biggest football extravaganza. Catch top action on Extra Time every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Repeat Wednesday at 12 p.m. only on Northeast Live, the official media partner of Nagaland Super League.
যাৰ ওচৰত আয়ুৰ্বেদ আৰু বেদৰ জ্ঞান নাই, বেমাৰ চিচৰক খুশ্ৰী ধনমন্ত্ৰী আৰু শ্ৰৱণ ঋষিৰ পৰম্পৰাৰ অনুৰূপ অৰিজিনেল চ্যৱনপ্ৰাশ কেনেকৈ বনাব? আমি ঋষিৰ ঐতিহ্য আৰু বিজ্ঞান অনুসৰি 51ৰো অধিক মূল্যৱান বনৌষধি আৰু কেশৰযুক্ত পতঞ্জলি স্পেচিয়েল চ্যৱনপ্ৰাশ বনাইছো, যিয়ে আপোনাৰ শৰীৰক মেডিকেল ষ্ট'ৰ বনোৱাৰ পৰা বচায়, আপোনাৰ নিষ্পাপ শিশু আৰু পৰিয়ালৰ ইমিউনিটি বঢ়ায়। যেতিয়া শ্ৰেষ্ঠতম পতঞ্জলি চ্যৱনপ্ৰাশ আছে, তেন্তে অৰ্ডিনাৰী চ্যৱনপ্ৰাশ কিয়?
अरे ये तो टूट के अपनी गाड़ी पर गिरेगा।
नहीं टूटेगा।
तुम तो एकदम सही थे। देखो वो इतना बड़ा स्ट्रॉन्ग पेड़ टूट गया, पर ये एकदम अटूट।
सिर्फ स्ट्रॉन्ग होता तो ये भी टूट जाता। ये साथ में फ्लेक्सिबल भी है।
बिल्कुल श्याम स्टील जैसा।
जब TMT फ्लेक्सी स्ट्रॉन्ग
तो घर रहे हमेशा के लिए स्ट्रॉन्ग।
This is Prime Time, and you're watching Evening Prime.
Natural resources, and this is where we can tap into these two advantages, and I think that we would like to really help mobilize private investment in favor of these high value chains and products that you want to develop. And the second element is indeed what can we do to foster connectivity in Assam and the Northeast. So we've been with you as a reliable partners, and we will remain so. And it's not only looking east. The EU is walking east, is traveling east, and while Ambassador Wong has been the finest diplomat in his comment, I will be the not so fine diplomat, because I will have to leave this stage for a very good reason. The European Commission, led by President von der Leyen, is coming in 2 days to Delhi for a first visit of the EU Commission as a whole. And I have to travel tonight back to Delhi to ensure the finalization of everything so that I can receive them. So my apologies if I have to leave the stage to catch a plane, but I wanted really to be there because we discussed, Chief Minister, I made a promise to come. I'm maybe now in a conflict of loyalty between you and my boss in Brussels, but I will definitely underline this aspect of we are traveling east, and northeast is an important element, and I'm sure it will feature in our conversation.
Thank you very much, Excellency. And now let me invite Ambassador of Bhutan to India, His Excellency Major General Betsop Namgyal, for his comments on Bhutan-India relationship and the benefits from Act East policy that he foresees, given Bhutan has been one of India's closest partners in the region and beyond. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good evening and namaskar. For us in Bhutan, India is our closest friend and neighbor, and our most generous development partner, with whom we have a very special and close relationship that is based on genuine friendship and trust. And Assam is a very important immediate neighboring state for Bhutan, with age-old friendly relations between our two peoples. So it is a great honor and pleasure for me to be here for advantage Assam 2.0 and take part in this session. As a contiguous landlocked neighbor to the northeast states of India, Bhutan was encouraged when we heard of the Look East policy and the proposal of building the India-Myanmar-Thailand trilateral highway. With the Asian highway proposal yet to materialize fully, we saw an early possibility of land connectivity for Bhutan through India to Southeast Asia. At the same time, besides land connectivity to Bangladesh, the government of India and the government of Assam allowed us to use the inland waterway through Dhubri. And very recently, the inauguration of the inland waterways terminal at Jogigopal has given Bhutan access for maritime commerce with Assam and Bangladesh. Thank you, Government of India. Thank you, Government of Assam. In another area of connectivity, Bhutan was able to establish air link with Assam and Singapore via the international airport in Guwahati. Meanwhile, the impetus given to the Look East policy by Prime Minister Modi ji by designating it as the Act East policy has resulted in more focus and attention in its implementation. Infrastructure development in Assam and the northeast states has accelerated. Bhutan and Bangladesh have established consulate general offices in Guwahati. Besides Druk Air, Thai Air Asia has flights to Guwahati. I am very happy that my colleagues, the Ambassador of Japan and the European Union and the High Commissioner of Singapore are participating in this session. As the first industrialized country in Asia and the only Asian member of the G7, Japan's engagement in Assam and the northeast states provides important encouragement for the successful implementation of the Act. Japan's engagement in Assam and the northeast states provides important encouragement for the successful implementation of the Act East policy. With the highest per capita income in the world, its renowned work culture, and as the dynamic member of ASEAN, Singapore's engagement in the Act East policy will contribute to its success. At the same time, support and encouragement from Europe will provide a favorable westerly wind behind the sails of the Act East policy ship. Political commitment and good connectivity are the main keys for successfully implementing the Act East policy. I believe political commitment will be forthcoming from the member countries involved as the implementation progresses and the mutual benefits become more self-evident. While challenges are still there in accelerating land connectivity, expansion of air connectivity and greater utilization of inland waterways and the sea route must be carried out. Full advantage should also be taken to use the digital route. As for Bhutan and Assam, we have heard in the previous session that the Gelefu Mindfulness City, GMC, provides opportunity for mutual collaboration. We are deeply grateful to Prime Minister Modi ji for assuring full support to His Majesty King Jigme's visionary project. We are also deeply grateful to External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar for his support and encouragement. I believe that the GMC project and the Act East policy will have many complementary benefits for Bhutan and India. In conclusion, I would like to say that the topic of the session, Act East, Act Fast, Act First, reflects how serious India is about successfully implementing the Act East policy without any further delay. And the time is right to act fast. In Prime Minister Modi ji We have a visionary and dynamic leader at the center to provide strong inspiration and support for this policy. In Assam, the main hub in India's northeast for the Act East policy, we have a very dynamic chief minister who will work very effectively on the ground to ensure the successful implementation of the Act East policy. We can look forward to a bright future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Excellency, for your remarks. And let me now invite His Excellency Kiichi Ono, Ambassador of Japan to India, for his remarks on Assam and Japan relationship, but also Japan being one of the key members, key partners of India in the Northeast. How does he look at this relationship? Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hunt. And first of all, to Honorable Chief Minister, thank you very much for organizing, hosting this event, and thank you very much for inviting me to this panel. And I'm very pleased and honored to be here with my distinguished colleagues, and particularly with Honorable Minister Jaishankar. I'm very happy to be here. This is my second visit to Guwahati within just 3 weeks. And this is my second meeting with the Honorable Chief Minister in 3 weeks' time. This shows how much Japan put importance on cooperation with Assam and this Northeast region. The title of this session, Act East, Act Fast, and Act First. This is particularly timely and very fitting. The very fact that such a session is being held here in Assam underscores the geopolitical importance of Guwahati, Assam as a gateway to Southeast Asia and also juncture between Japan's free and open Indo-Pacific policy and India's Act East policy. In 2007, about more than 15 years ago, then Prime Minister Abe, when he visited India, he introduced the concept that later became the foundation of the free and open Indo-Pacific. And some years later, former Prime Minister Kishida, here in India, he revealed the concept of industrial value chain of connecting the Bay of Bengal and the Northeast India. This industrial value chain strategy would cover this whole area, and it would cover 300 million people altogether. And under now Prime Minister Ishiba, Japan is continuing to proceed this free and open in the Pacific as India at the center. It's okay. To develop the Northeast region and realize the industrial value chain, is it better now? Okay, thank you. Let me continue. To develop this region, Northeast, and also realize the industrial value chain, I believe that important things are 3+1. 3 is 3 dimensions of connectivity, and 1 is industry. 3 dimensions of connectivity is hard connectivity, so infrastructure. And second is soft connectivity, so more the facilitation and harmonization of trade and investment system. And third is people-to-people connectivity. So let me say a few words about each item. First, hard connectivity. Japan has been supporting road infrastructure improvement projects in Northeast India. For example, under the Northeast Road Network Connectivity Improvement Project, we are constructing and improving the bridge and surrounding roads connecting Dhubri in Assam and Purubari in Meghalaya. Do you know how long now it takes to carry the goods? It will be about more than 11 hours, I heard. But it will be completed in 3 years' time. And once it's completed, then the journey will be reduced to only 23 minutes. So it will be, thank you. So we would like to continue to contribute to such a big jump from the present status to the improvement status. And also in Bangladesh, there is a Matabari Deep Sea Port project, and that will be also another connectivity connected to this area. Also, as my colleague ambassador stated, the GEREF, Mindfulness City Plan in Bhutan, that will also contribute to the prosperity of the entire region. This is the hard part. And the second is soft connectivity. Building industrial value chain requires more than just constructing roads, bridges, buildings, and railways. But we need to have the better border management capabilities and digitalizing procedures, and also establishing harmonized and common rules between the regions, between the states, and between the countries. So now I understand that Meghalaya opened the integrated checkpoint on the state border in Dalki, and a new ICP opened in Sabroom in Tripura. So we'd like to continue to work together on such a developing the soft connectivity in this region. And the third is people-to-people connectivity. It is the people who actually realize the real connectivity. Japan has invited many students and workers from this region, including Assam, to Japan by various schools. And now over 200 young people have gone to Japan, and they got splendid reputations by the Japanese business side. So we'd like to continue to work on that. And academic exchanges are also going on. IIT Guwahati has various agreements with the Japanese universities, so let's continue. And those three connectivities are very important. However, they do not complete the industrial value chain. We need the industry here. Today, in the earlier sessions, we had a lot of discussions about semiconductors, led by Tata. This is a very, very good, important symbol of developing this area. Many Japanese companies are interested, keen on joining this project. In Delhi, the Chamber of Commerce of Japan formulated a new task force committee focusing on semiconductor. They have more than 100 members. They had regular meetings with the Tata and others. So we would like to join this great project of semiconductors in the state of Assam. And not just semiconductors, agriculture is also important. We have the common commonality, like using the bamboo. This is the traditional culture of Japan. We are now developing a renewable plant by using the local bamboo. So I believe that this will also contribute to the state of Assam. So overall, Japan put a special focus and emphasis on this region. So we'd like to continue to work together with the state of Assam and other parts of the Northeast. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Excellency, for drawing our attention to the very important role that connectivity plays, and particularly highlighting people-to-people connectivity, which I think goes a long way in shaping our attitudes towards each other. So we have had 4 excellent interventions by India's partners.
This is Prime Time, and you're watching Evening Prime.
Nagaland Super League, January 28th to March 31st, Nagaland's biggest football extravaganza. Catch top action on Extra Time every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Repeat Wednesday at 12 p.m. only on Northeast Live, the official media partner of Nagaland Super League.
A land of boundless potential. A bridge to the world. Seamless connectivity. The future of trade starts here. Industry-friendly policies, powering businesses forward. Join us in the esteemed presence and under the visionary leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi and under the leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma. Join Advantage Assam 2.0 on February 25-26 in Guwahati.
अरे ये तो टूट के अपनी गाड़ी पर गिरेगा।
नहीं टूटेगा।
तुम तो एकदम सही थे। देखो वो इतना बड़ा स्ट्रॉन्ग पेड़ टूट गया, पर ये एकदम अटूट।
सिर्फ स्ट्रॉन्ग होता तो ये भी टूट जाता। ये साथ में फ्लेक्सिबल भी है।
बिल्कुल श्याम स्टील जैसा।
जब TMT फ्लेक्सी स्ट्रॉन्ग
तो घर रहे हमेशा के लिए स्ट्रॉन्ग।
This is Prime Time, and you're watching Evening Prime. We continue with more Advantage Assam news, sharing his vision on a thematic session titled I Way to Viksit Assam as a part of Advantage Assam 2.0 summit in the presence of